Hey everybody, Katie here, and welcome back to another video. Out doing a little shed hunting again today. Postseason scouting, shed hunting. Had a couple hours that I could get out, get the dogs out, and burn some energy, and kind of see if we can pick up a few more antlers. I am right back in the same area where I found the last two sheds. That really nice big 4-point side, and then that smaller 4-point side. Really would love to match up that bigger side. So I'm kind of in that same general area where I found that one. I'm only about 100 yards from where I found that one, and I'm just kind of zigzagging through this area that I haven't covered yet. Plenty of sign in here. I see a really nice buck rub up here, actually. A couple other smaller ones around, but there's a really nice one up here I want to go check out. But we'll see what we can get into. Like I said, just have a couple hours. Want to get out and see if we can pick up an antler and maybe learn something and just be out here and enjoy ourselves. So stick around. There's that nice rub. And look at this, a nice historical one that's been hit in the past. And there's another tree. The tree's broken off, but that was an older rub from the past. Always good. I always like finding the rubs that have some historical rubs around them, because that means every year there's, typically every year there's bucks in the area. But that's a nice rub. Rishi, come here. What do you have? Is that a shed? Nope, a bone. Well, good job on finding bone and bringing it here. Now let's find an actual antler. Here's an older rub it's been hit this past year too. And that other rub is just, there's a couple of them. They're just right up there next to that bigger cherry tree. But there's a lot of smaller ones. There's a lot of historical ones in here. Definitely a good spot to remember that they kind of travel down and through here. And where I found that nice 4-point side shed is about right on, maybe just up a couple steps here, but right about on this same level here on the hill. The hill, as you can see, still goes way up, and it still goes way down. We're probably close to that upper third, but it's right on this same level. So it's a good area, and I'm going to really scour this good, see if we can find that other side. I think I see an antler, and I'm going to guess it's the other side, the match, because if it's an antler, it looks pretty big. That looks like one right there, doesn't it? 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't know, that might be a different one. I don't know if it's an antler. Let's go take a look, though. It looks like one. It could be. I think it's an antler. Let's see if Risha gets it. Oh, she's on it. Good girl! Bring it here! Bring it here! Good girl! That looks like a different one. Bring it here, Rish. Come on. Hey, Rishi. Gotta work on her to bring it here. Can I see that? I'd really like to see it. Good job! Good job on picking it up. Good girl. Good girl. Can I see? Rish. Good girl. Let me see it. That is, well, would have been a 5. Looks like a busted off brow. Is it the match or is it not? I don't know. Gotta think about that. What was the other side? I can't even remember what side the other one was. Either way, awesome find. That looks like it's probably a different deer altogether, unless that one was a 9. I don't have this buck on camera, believe it or not. Just like crazy. But yeah, it would have been a 5 with that busted brow. He's got some neat character on the base here. Almost some little kickers coming off of that. I saw that from I was standing back by that right there, and I just really slow, like I said, just been walking through here super slow. I've just been going up and then only coming back not far from where I went up and just going back and forth looking for that other side. I don't know if this is it, though. I kind of don't think it is. I'm going to look at my pictures real quick, and because I can't remember now off the top of my head which side that was, if it was the left or right. So I just looked in my photos, and the one we found on Saturday, last Saturday, was the right side. So it could be a match if it's a 9-point. I mean, it would have been a 9-point with this busted you know, if it didn't have the busted brow. But this just kind of feels like a heavier antler to me. Like just a little bit more mass and just a little bit different character. So I'm not sure if it's the same deer or not. I'm not convinced. We'll compare them when we get back home, but either way, awesome to pick this up. If it's the match, that's awesome. If it's not, then maybe we can match this and the other one up. Just droppings everywhere in here. That's all just, it's loaded with droppings in this area. Kind of like where I found that shed back in January. Same kind of thing. It's just, you get into an area where you can tell they're living in the winter, there's a good chance you're going to pick up sheds. Eating the ferns off of the top of this rock. Well, the fern roots, basically, the fiddlehead parts. It's really tore up in here, too. Delicious wintergreen growing here. Wow, that's so good. I love wintergreen. So good. What about you? Oh, what are you doing, you weird? You want some? Here. Look at what you did. Go down the stream. Bye. Long wintergreen berry. Another scrape right here. And we're not quite to the top of the hill. You can see it still goes up a little bit. And then it drops down. We're on a nice wide bench. And we got a scrape along this old logging trail here. Well, no more sheds, at least not yet, and I'm kind of heading back towards home now. I got to get back home here pretty soon because got to be somewhere tonight. Actually going to look at a new truck, well, new to me. We'll see if we end up getting it or not, but I'm getting tired of looking for a truck, and there's a lot of projects that I need a truck for. So it's been a crazy couple of weeks. But hopefully, if everything goes well today, this evening, and we like that truck, we may be coming home with a new truck. So we'll see. I'm going to get home, and then I'll probably wrap this video up tomorrow after work, and we can kind of compare this with the other side and see if it is indeed a match. And if it is, that's awesome. If it's not, that's still awesome, because that means there's two really nice ones that are floating around out here somewhere. So, I will catch up with you guys tomorrow. All right, guys, if you can't already tell, we ended up buying the truck. It's a 2015 Ford F-150, but I'm not here to talk about a truck. We are here to close up this video and go take a look at those antlers and compare them. I already know because I looked at them as soon as I got home that day, but I want you to show you guys and see what you think. So let's go take a look. Got to at least take a real quick look at it before we go look at those antlers. But like I said, it's a 2015 Ford F-150. I am a Ford person through and through. I always have been. I have two of these Ford Bronco 2s, and my other truck was a Ford. I used to way back have a Ford Mustang. I've always been a Ford person. And I have never in my life bought a brand new vehicle. I'm always somebody who buys an older vehicle and tries to run it as long as I can. For a 2015, it's got pretty low mileage, 63,000 on it. It's in great condition. It had one owner, so well taken care of. So I think it'll be good, but hopefully it'll last us a long time. What do you chickens think? All right, let's go take a look at this antler. Okay, so here's a side-by-side comparison. These were found 160 yards apart. I pinned them both. This is the one we found first. Was a week and a half ago or so on a Saturday. We picked this one up, and then I was kind of out there looking to try to match it up, but it is not the same deer. It is definitely not the same deer. I brought this home and I looked at it, compared it to this one, and this one just has so much more mass. Besides for the fact it would have had an extra point, and that's not a deciding factor, but it's the mass of it. It's just got a lot more mass. It's a lot heavier. If you look at that, it's kind of hard for the camera to pick it up, but that's a big difference in mass there. So it is not the match, which is also pretty cool because I could potentially match both of these up if I got real lucky. And but 160 yards apart, from a distance, and until I grabbed this and really brought it home and looked at it, I thought it was a good chance it could have been a match. But even out there, I kept saying, man, it seems like a different deer. And it definitely is. So there's a good chance we can match both of those up, or one or the other, or maybe none. But either way, this is awesome to see that there are two really nice bucks that made it through in the area here. All right, folks, that's going to wrap up this video. I really hope you enjoyed watching. If you're not already subscribed, consider subscribing. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. And stay tuned for the next Backwoods Pursuits video. Oh my gosh, that dog. So much for that B-roll. Oh my gosh. I was trying to get some B-roll of the ice in the creek, and that's perfect. Oh, Rishi, crazy.